Ever since I think was 11 years old, my mother had me write in a journal. I don't know where she got the idea from, but I have followed it, and it has been very helpful. It was wise. When I was a boy, my mother did not worry at all about my future, because her idea of a future was very simple. We would continue to live in the camp, likely I would run it. Father, she thought, would die long ago, before her in fact. She expected that she would have to raise me to adulthood herself. Even, I think, Father feared that at first. But he's just so hale and healthy that he lasted many years, and sadly Mother died before he did. Who would have predicted that quiet and yet loud, genial and yet aggressive scholar that my mother had such strong feelings for would cross the sea, return to his home, and make himself a king? Even more strange to me is that man is my father, that when he is gone, I will be king. I think if my mother knew that this was going to be the outcome, she would not have married him. She was never one for this kind of life. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with King Bernat Hugh the Jovial of Valencia, who has finally ended his travels in order to save his homeland. He is now, if we go back to his father, you can see he is now once again in possession of his father's land. His two sons, Udalard and Bernat, I think are well prepared to take over. Let's look at what the succession is going to look like. The 3 titles on succession, yep, the second duchy here. We are going to have to fight Castile if we want to truly do what it is that it seemed like most people wanted, which was solidify and finish the struggle. In order for us to finish the struggle, most likely we would want the detent is what we would want. In order to do that, we have to hold and completely control the de jure kingdom of Hispania. What? Oh, any de jure kingdom of Hispania, which means we have to reestablish the absolute correct de jure territory of Valencia, and all other independent rulers we'll try to get alliances with. We probably will go further than just Valencia, simply because the south desperately needs cleaning up. Castile holds a lot, and they're very strong right now. Our strength relative to them seems okay, but mostly that's because we're holding mercenaries. Our actual strength is much lower. This is mostly due to the fact that there's probably like terrible control problems right now. It's killing our levies. Yes, not a single county is properly in control. We are friends with Aragon. In spite of that, eventually we need to get the last county in the main duchy. And if we look, the woman who we just removed is one of our vassals. I think we're going to need to begin by swaying her, and we're going to need to begin by getting our sons married. We're going to be looking for alliances. We'll go to alliance power. This is the Holy Roman Empire. Interesting. So this is his heir. Apparently he is not the heir because of the elections. He's a young man, so this would be a decent alliance for both us and possibly still for our son. It will mean another 8 years, though, before she can come over here. This is the Kingdom of Bohemia. This is the Kingdom of France. His elder daughter is married. There is yeah. So there are good alliances here. Bohemia is a little far away. Let's see if we do a 5-year age difference maximum. What the best is? The Teutonic Order over there. So I think he's going to be having to wait to get married. You know, that's not the best solution. The best solution is to get a strong alliance with our younger son, who won't matter as much. Wait, come home, kid. You don't belong there. What are you doing there? That place has nothing to do with you. Thank you. I would like you to get married. Why am I keep clicking the wrong one? It's find spouse. Alliance power. So as is, oh, we still have the 5-year gap on all. So we still have the Princess of Bohemia and the Holy Roman Empire. I think this marriage for him will be good. So we'll do that. Now we're going to find maybe someone to draw the family's traits back out. So let's do inheritable traits. We don't need a big alliance here. Any alliance at all would probably be okay. I mean, city alliances aren't really worth it, but at the same time, I would rather a city alliance than with a trait or even nothing. Yeah, even nothing. She's close to him in age, but she's lowborn. Anglo-Saxon. Ooh, she's got the pox. And she's too old for him. I think the Hungarian girl, the right choice. Just because we want children with her trait. I think that's a fine decision. We also have daughters we can marry for alliances, right? So Isabel, alliance power. She's 24, so we want within 5 years of her age. This guy, he's a mayor. It looks like within 5 years of her age, there's nobody really good. Okay, I don't want to marry someone her age off to someone that she wouldn't be able to start having children with right away. But like, not seeing a lot of, oh, we have rates still on. Make a huge difference. Let's do 5 years now. Sort by alliance power and see if there's anybody interesting. This is the county. He's an Italian duke. He does have a dead wife. He's a nasty fellow though. This guy is a county. That being said, nasty or not, this is probably the best we can do for her. And our younger daughter is already getting married to the grandson of King Vladislav. That's fine. We have to keep money on hand so that we can fix our situation as quickly as possible. We want to give positions primarily to people who will not be paid for them. Court chronicler. Do we need this? Not really. Do we need a court musician? Not really. Antiquarian. My daughter is good. Tutor. My granddaughter is good. Master of the hunt. Well, he doesn't count because he is Bardovsky, so he will not be free. But I'm going to put him in it anyway. He got disfigured in the war. Master of the hunt is a good position. You brought me all this way, old man, under the promise that you would do something with me. And here I am, and you grow old. And I wonder, will your son still respect that agreement? Daniel, I think he will, but we will find something for you. I am certain of it. Before long, something will come up. Until then, I wish to give you the title of the Master of the Hunt. Well, it is a very well-respected position, and I agree. But when you said you had an intent for me, I hope you didn't plan this. No, of course not. Like I said, we'll find something for you. My grandson, but he's not the right kind of grandson. We'll still put him in it and pay him. It's fine. Starting to now get to the point where if it's not free, we can't afford it. Oh, my son can do this. He's excellent at it. Good. Royal architect. My son can also do that, and he's excellent at it. Personal champion. No. Court brewmaster. My daughter's husband. I mean, my heir, actually. My son, Udalard, can be the brewmaster. He'll be an excellent brewmaster. That should be good. A lot of these will be free, which is what we want to see. And I'm glad to pay for the ones that aren't. Let's look at our education now. So we have control from here. We will probably take Serve the Crown next for even more control growth. We need you to start doing control task there. We have a lot of unhappy vassals right now. This Duchess, right? That's the island. We just literally took her territory from her. We're trying to sway her right now. Who else do we have who wants to be on the council? This Countess. Okay, that's where she is. This is her county. Is part of a duchy we hold almost none of. The rest is held by Castile. So cleaning up the coast is going to be a big problem because we're going to have to contest with Castile. And that's not really great. We don't want to commission an artifact. We don't want to found a holy order. Stuff that we need to do here. We still have family members who can get married. We did Udalard. We did Isabel. We haven't done our grandchildren. We probably should though. Okay. Asturias. We're not going that way. At least not yet. Pardon her. I know. Probably shouldn't pardon her without checking, but we're not exchanging any hostages. We're not declaring any wars. We need all of our control to get better before we do that. So now looking at what we've got available here for our troops. We have our Uathaum, which are light horsemen. They need a place to be stationed. Put them there. We have these armored footmen. Put them there. We have these armored horsemen. Wow. Let's put them in the capital where they will be made intensely strong. We have these camel riders. We really have no good place for them. These crossbowmen can go there. And our cannon can go here. Okay. Let's hope we can get things cleaned up pretty fast. Good. So my son Bernat will betroth his daughter Ada. Excellent. So that is an alliance with the Holy Roman Empire. And now we also have that union and that union. Good. Let's clean all these up. We don't need to look at them. Try to become a legend or anything. We're not going to get remarried ourselves. We have an event here. I can't do anything about those yet because we don't have anything to deal with them. Small wall ornament. Great row hide. The House Cerneu banner. Good to have our banner once again in its proper position. Any of these that we can change over, I wonder? Could reforge the prize necklace? Since I'm not wearing it, we will. Too bad the miniatures can't be reforged. It made a lot of sense to me that they would be able to be sat down. And generally, even though there are book positions, they don't let you reforge books. Okay, now what is this event? Ever since his appointment as my seneschal, Bernat has been an ever-perceptive presence, ensuring the smooth running of my court and household. As I dwell on my good appointment, I hear his voice behind me. Father, I have found that there are many economies to be made in this castle, though I wonder where you think the savings are most needful. He raises his ledger with an inquisitive eyebrow. I think we can spare on the furnishings. Make sure you get the most of the servants, taskmaster. Why compromise? Will be removed. So let's do the compromise. Why compromise? Do I help him? Good. Thinking maybe we do just strike it out right away. We'll still have a profit, although a very small one, and it will go up, right? Call to war. So you want us to go to war with you against these two guys. We will accept, because that's what an honorable man would do. Where even is this war? The Holy Roman Empire has actually done a pretty good job of taking most of Italy, so you're fighting here, and you're losing to a degree. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's raise all here, spend some money to go and help, probably land there. This is a very dangerous war, mind you. Yep, maybe not. Maybe we join where he seems to be coming down here for a battle. Oh, every war. Yeah, I'll join every war. That's fine. There is a lot to do. I don't know that we need to command this ourselves, though. Who is our second best commander? Oh, Selena. Person every single place is expecting us to join all their wars, which we will do. I mean, our mercenaries are going to disappear soon, which is going to be a problem. Probably afford to get more, though. Maybe we'll capture some people to make up for the cost of this silly war. Another war! Yay! Who's this? This is, like, the Duke. Okay. The one who married our daughter. Get in. Some of these wars are just not winnable for him. Oh, we have a peasant rabble. That's not unexpected, though. I'm going to attack these guys right here on the coast. I think that'll be a good stop. Oh. Many people are dying. Okay, so they are finally married. Enogen has married Boris. Good for them. And now no longer have an antiquarian. Probably should see if there's somebody else I can put into that job. Because it's one of the relatively important ones. My great-grandson. This is Gaboto's child. My niece. Oh, she's a Cerneu. Oh, it's the ugly niece, but she can do the job, so... Or I could give it to my son. Niece, son. Niece, son. I mean, this is my brother's only living child. The poor girl. We need to find her a husband. Like, anyone reasonable. Why don't you marry... I don't know. You marry this Hungarian guy. Seems fine. Here we are. Fighting our first battle in this war. Doing pretty well. We will keep the banner. We now want to join up with him because this is dangerous. We're going to lose the mercenaries soon. And we don't want to get caught out without them. Inspired person can be sponsored. We don't need that. But we will put up this war banner. And we will put up this prize next. That'll be good. Father, I know that you feel the need to support all of these new allies in wars. And I know that you married us to all of these people for the very reason of getting alliances. But be careful. What do you mean, son? Be careful? You owe great debts to King Vladislav and Queen Joan. It could be extraordinarily bad if you don't pay them. Thank you for the reminder. I will keep that in mind. I do not intend to go bankrupt in other people's wars, however much it might seem that way. We're captured. Is that by us? We do have prisoners now. We'll immediately get rid of that guy and join up here, attached to that army. So be it. That first war was lost. Hopefully it can turn out better than that in the long run. Never gonna get away, man. It's actually pretty lucky that you won the fight. Invalidated, so that war is gone now. We're still in this one, though. Still in this one. There's 2 wars left. Duke Robert the Poet, who I married my daughter to. Oh no, wait, what? That must not be him. Must be someone else. Okay, Queen of what? Oh, that's the Queen of Navarra? Wait, how did you become the Queen of Navarra? I'm confused. Oh, your sister died. Your frickin' sister died. Ha, that's awful. My liege, have you heard? Oh, no, I've been paying attention to the war. I have all these letters all the time. All of these reports from the commanders. That fool, Duchess Toda Andaleas, she has been elevated to the position of queen, and she insists that her territory remain her own. Oh, why would she do such a thing? Does she not know that I am still far stronger than she is? Well, her power has increased now that she is a queen in her own right. What do you intend to do? I suppose I must do what is required. Cannot allow that territory to fall out of the kingdom. I cannot continue to repeat the mistakes of my predecessors who let little bits fall away year after year. No, I suppose it will have to be war then. Because now I have to go to war with you again, which is not great. Well, we'll worry about that later. For now, just separate out our troops here because we don't want to go to sea. Actually, we'll just stop and let the guy who's attacking attack us. Probably will stop us both here, to be fair. Oh, nope. Different war. Go. This war is this one, right? It's this Liberty War. We'll head up this way. We've contributed a lot. We've contributed a lot. Damsels in distress. My lord, the unthinkable has happened. My friend Baitor takes a second to catch his breath. The ladies in Algiers have taken up arms to defend the city themselves. I wish all my subjects were so ready to defend their land, our lands. Yes. No more mercenaries. That puts us down to 6,000 strong. We have good men-at-arms, thankfully. Ally has joined Duke Petro. Okay. Hopefully our cannon, our bombards, will take these walls down real fast and this war can just be over. Because I would like to start focusing on our problems over here. Castile is very stronger than us. Under the stone pine, in scorching midday heat, they sit in the shadow under a great stone pine, playing on lutes and flutes. They sing in Galician Portuguese, in Catalan, about life, lost, bittersweet love. I can hear them from my balcony. They stir my soul. So beautiful, yes. I could sponsor the musicians. No, I think just listening to them is enough. Udalard. Yes, father, what is it? I am tired. Tired, father? What do you mean? You're so very fit for a man your age. Yes, for a man my age, which means that I still get out of bed, but I don't move like I used to. I don't feel like I used to. I think my time on this earth is nearly done. Oh, don't predict such things, father. You don't know when God will take you. I don't know much about that, son. And you don't have to placate me. I know that you don't hold a great deal of faith, and for that matter, neither do I. But whatever comes after this world, I become more certain by the day that I will soon be out of it. There may be few tests left for me. I think, father, if there is a God, he would be proud of what you have accomplished. You have returned home and taken responsibility for those things that you left behind all those years ago. And if you hadn't gone to journey in the first place, I do not think you would have become a great king as you have. No, you have been a good father and a good man, and you should not worry about what comes next. We'll ask our head of faith for gold. He will help. Probably should create an accolade or 3. Looking at this, we could get the one that would probably be best for us would be a horseman accolade. I mean, I'd like to have her own accolade, so we'll do that. She can get an accolade, and we will seek a worthy successor for that. Good. What about you, my cousin? What accolade would you be good at? None. Some. You could do Vanguard. We could do Vanguard and Huntsman. That accolade. And the last thing I'd like to do, if possible, oh yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. Outrider, right? Outrider is like cavalry. I guess Stalwart would be the second, that accolade, and we have a second for that too. Although he is an old man who isn't going to live that long. Well, it's fine. I mean, unless we have somebody else. We do have other people. Put this guy in, I think he makes more sense. But, okay, good. There. We've horned some accolades, that'll be really helpful. We are now a proper king. Our knights are all organized in a more permanent fashion. One of our knights has fallen ill. Okay. Ooh, oh, we are at the head of the culture now. Kind of makes sense. We are getting close to the end of all technology. That's something I have very seldomly achieved in my playing of this game. We have our cavalieros, we have spiritual expansion, and then we're done. We're really done. Just these 3 techs left. I think we just double research them till they're done. Why not, right? All is fair. I will trick my enemies into overextending. No, we're not going to fight dirty. We're good. We're going to win this siege and then hopefully get out of here before the plague starts affecting more people. No, let's just disband now. Well, that went bad for them. Well, we did our best, right? You can't knock us. We came and helped. Things are starting to look better, though, when it comes to the situation at home. Our friend Baitor died. That is the end of our marshal from the Bloody Flux. Wow. Hey, also not doing well. He's also not doing well. So many people are dying because we went on that war, but I feel like we really were obligated to do it. So hopefully we can start pushing this control up fast. Who would make a good marshal for us? Tador? Okay, that's fine. Let me see. My son is gotten his new wife pregnant, Eroska. The last of my 2 elder daughters is now dead. Drank herself to death, probably because of all the stress of the new life. This is not how she expected her life to end. Though it's not how I expected my life to end either. King of Valencia. Unstoppable Alexander. To take the causeway feat. Your heir is literally a child woman. I am now the house head of House Cerneu. I don't know how much I have to pay her in 6 months, but I'll pay it to her. Whatever it is. Said nothing, but let's pet our cat. Also says nothing again. Okay. Lines about legacy. Who is this? This is Countess. She's Carengeld, but her family is her husband's bloodline. I don't know quite how I feel about this. No, I'll accept it's heartfelt. That's fine. Pay a ransom. Yeah, you can pay the ransom for her. That's fine. She can get out of my prison. Let's start letting everybody else go too. You check to see if anybody actually pay me anything. Then I think everybody else can just go. How is Valencia doing anyway? 47 developments. I've been doing pretty good. Popular opinion isn't very high right now. The whole area is having a bit of a problem. Let's hope that in 6 months they take the money and that what we're carrying is enough. I don't know though. I have no idea how much it's going to be. I don't need to sway her anymore. I'm no longer interested in being her friend, to be fair. Our alliance with somebody has expired. Wait, I'm going to take this, but I think... Oh, she gave him 2 strong twins and then literally died. Wow. I assume that was died in childbirth. Yeah, okay, well, I guess this time maybe he marries for, So my brother is a father. Ha, they're not. It is a very difficult time. Yes, but it's a joyous occasion. Joyous, I suppose, but my wife. Yes, that woman that father had you marry, she's gone. And it is a tragedy. I would have liked to have gotten to know her. You take this so casual. They're not. This is important. What will I tell my children when they grow up? Who their mother was. I barely knew her. She didn't even live with me for a full year. You will tell them the same thing that everyone tells their children. That she was beloved by God, a good woman, and that now she is in heaven and they will see her again when they die. But I think you know I don't believe those things. And I think you know that it doesn't matter. And that is what children need to hear, and that is what you will tell them. For power. Corsica. A long time ago, Corsica was part of the kingdom of Valencia, but it didn't last long. When the new king took over, the old king, the duke didn't want anything to do with him. Legitimus? Okay. Yeah, of course we pay her. Excellent. We need Assessor here. Good. It'll take a little while for things to get back organized. I wonder if I can... What is this task? Oh, it's integrate title. I'm looking for the one that allows you to convince somebody to give you something that's supposed to be yours. Not exist. Legitimate support the toll. Pay him 300. And we're going to have to decide what we're going to do. Because this is... King Vladislav has died. I will never forget this day. We experienced some catharsis. Good, we've been handling the deaths as well as you could expect. Count Jimeno's friendship, it's rare to find a true friend, so this count wants to become my friend, and I will accept. As for Navarra, she needs to hand over our de jure territory, or suffer the consequences. We're going to go north, starting here. Like her sisters, she has to recognize that this is properly ours, right? I think I will ask Padric, Prince of Brittany, to join me. I never mentioned this last episode, but his older brother, Morvan, actually died in our wars, so he's not the heir. I don't, like, at all. We're fine. Once I paid off these payments for the support, the legitimate support, we'll be able to make our troops go up pretty fast. We are still alive. 83 years old. Currently, probably leading an army, yep. We're now a siege commander, so there really is nobody else who would do a better job at what we're currently trying to get done than us, so we'll just do it. Enemy ally joined the war. Where does that put us at? Still significantly ahead, and most likely we have more powerful troops in general as well. Going to see. Right, that is our first victory right there. He's trying to stop our ally who for some reason decided he would siege instead of joining us, but I guess that's okay. Because we're going for her capital. She will most likely try to go for our capital, because that's usually what they do. Or she'll try to unsiege the thing we've already sieged. These forts up here are not as strong as the ones in the south, though. Yeah, just as I predicted, she's going for the capital. It's a very strong fort, though. Still, he has an army that's good at the task. 6 months left? Let's break that up. Let's send them on their way. Pretty sure they don't really stand a chance. Hopefully our nephew brings his army back in one piece. Not the capital they went for. Oh, we will be dead within a year. All right. Father, I told you you shouldn't be leading these battles. You're making yourself ill. You did not believe me when I told you before, but I will not be around much longer. I don't think that any number of horse rides or any number of hours observing battles from a distance is going to make any difference. Truly do not believe that I will be alive in a year. Father, I already told you, you shouldn't predict such things. You know, my wife did just die. Yes, and that is a tragedy, but it changes nothing about what I know is true about myself. I am a very learned man. I have seen the world, and I know the signs. I have a harder time getting up every day. My mind is unclear. Sometimes, my breath does not come as it should. No, if I am still alive a year from now, I will be very surprised, and you should accept it while I'm still here, rather than having to grieve it after I'm gone. You already have enough to deal with. Father, let us deal with your passing when it comes. Apparently they went for just the first place they could land at. Oh, she was wounded and we captured her. Well, we'll just finish this. We don't need to drag this out. This is now in our possession. So now that we have a third duchy in our possession, I think we're going to grant this to Prince Daniel. You can have these. We don't have the duchy title that goes with it, but that's fine. Fine, you can do that. What is this? Arranged marriage. So you want... Okay, that marriage is probably fine. That's them still saying I should get married. Ransom this person. Who can I vassalize? Who is this? Yeah, I can't say no, so we will do it. He can't be left to manage on his own. Our biggest problem right now is that we need to fight Castile, and he's very, very strong. I don't know if we can get as strong as him. I mean, he does have 6,000 mercenaries right now, which is helping him. Oh, somebody is going to be in rebellion soon. Disillusionment faction A from you. Yeah, that's not really acceptable. This is my great-grandson. We can marry my great-grandson. This is Miriam's child, who of course is Infanta's child. Excellent. One of these needs a successor. Seek one. So you're still working hard on just, let's disband this. Oh, this is about to finish. Really good. All right. Now what are you working on? These are definitely starting to get better. This, so you're going to give me the Galatian war banner. I mean, I don't know why, but I'll put it up. Truly, King Esteban, I do not know what it is you think, but we will put this up because you gave it to us, I guess. It's over here. All right. Our army grows. We now have a Vardovsky living inside. Well, it's Catalan out here, the sea. That's fine. But living inside our territory. Somebody has culture changed some of these, or they never got changed in the first place. Also possible. Let's fix that. I mean, we probably do need to take back everything he's taken from us, but he is very strong. There's no denying that. Oh, we don't need to be on 4 anymore. I am hoping that we can pay off our debt soon. There it is. We are now the 27-year-old King Udalard. Let's take a look at who King Udalard is from his perspective. During the Iberian struggle, he has fewer troops because his brother is now a duke. He holds most of Valencia. Some of it is held by Aragon. Unlike his father, he will probably war with Aragon to get that if he can make himself strong enough. Our steward be this mayor, and our spy master can be Count Daniel, although I would actually prefer Count Daniel not to be Count Daniel, but to instead be Duke Daniel. So let's fix that. Father didn't do anything about it because he was trying to save money to pay for the debts he owes, but we would rather hand this title out now as opposed to later. Go. They're having a real problem with successors in these things. Like, they're not holding their people. Force the mayor to do it. And I have been working on... First, we'll take Serve the Crown here. Under Learning, we've been working on Scholarship. That makes a lot of sense. So let's do that. And we will take Serve the Crown. Apostate. We'll take Scholarly Circles. Let's look at our father's things. We're carrying the same stuff he was. It's all good. So what are our goals? Somehow... Glad to have such a famous father. I'm going to have to figure out how to crack the nut of Castile. Our biggest problem right now, we don't actually have that much in the way of troops from levies. If we can help the kingdom to solidify all of its control, get all these capped to 100 control like they need to be, then we could definitely go through and start to make some serious changes. That's my hope, at least. But now that we have transitioned over to Udalard, who is cynical, arbitrary, and gregarious, we're going to have to try to figure out how we can possibly play a catch-up game with Castile. We do have 2 young children, 1 boy and 1 girl, a new wife, because our first poor wife died. And yeah, with that, we're going to bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you join us the next time that we're here with King Udalard in our attempt to finally and permanently fix the situation down here in Castile. I think we're going to try to form Valencia and Andalusia, but that is going to require us to be able to actually topple Castile, and that is a difficult challenge. Not impossible, though. We are quite powerful, even without everything finished. Such sadness fills our heart that dear King Bernard Hugh of Valencia no longer sits on the throne. God bless his soul. Alas, there is a matter still of unsettled payment for our support in putting him on the throne. We hope you have been briefed about the details and that you are honorable enough to uphold your end. A year from now, a payment of half the realm's yearly income will be expected by Queen Joan. Yeah, I know, of course. We made the pact, and it was appropriate. We were there, and we agreed to when our father decided to do this thing. We will be a just king. We will mix in some of the things from the deep south that we know. We are Valenciano at heart, but there is still much of our mother in us. And our 2 beautiful children, including brand new Radolf. That is a new name in the family. Radolf, welcome to House Cerneu. Welcome to the Serpent and Wolf. Welcome to Vardos. All right, goodbye for now.